Hey, so my title today is Retirees 3 eBay sales a day can make retirement comfortable. Here's how. So, hey, I'm Dave. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. I want to ask, would $1,200 a month make your retirement more comfortable? Would that be life changing for you? Well, I'm going to show that it's real. I'm going to show you how you can do it. Let's don't waste any time. Let's jump right in. Let's just talk about simple math, how I came up with this and the title and how this all fits. If we do 3 sales in a day and we're going for $20 profit items, that equals $60. So if we only work 5 days a week times the $60, we're $300 a week. Now, just saying that there's 4 weeks in a month, and we all know there's 52 in a year, but 4 weeks equals $1,200 a month. Now, I want you to know this is realistic. Retirees can do this. I do this, and it can make your retirement much more comfortable, much more manageable, and it can be absolutely life-changing for some people. So, what to sell? First off, the $20 figure, $20 profit. You may think, oh my, that's too much. You can't do that. Well, I'm telling you that you can, and I do. And let's just talk about that for a minute. You can source just everyday items. And you can have, things that are in steady demand are like electronics and kitchen tools, any type of kitchenware, collectibles. Those things are always in demand. But you can source these things from thrift stores, estate sales, yard sales, or even from your home. So I want to give you a couple of examples. I've shown in past videos that I went to a yard sale and I bought a whole bunch of these little Ford emblems. And I paid 25 cents, 50 cents. And I bought a whole bunch of them in bulk. And this person was a body shop, and he's stopping, and he put all these things out in the yard sale, and I just was fortunate to be there and pick them up. Well, you can see that I have sold some, making plenty of profit on a 50-cent item. Also, you can see things like my Carhartts. Those were my own personal Carhartts, and you can see that these sold. You can see things that I pick up at a yard sale, like this ball glove, and it's sold. I paid like $3 for this glove, and you can see that it's sold. Sometimes you can make many times your money. My rule is I try to get 10 times my money. So if I'm selling a $20 item, I paid $2 for it. But sometimes it can go a lot more. Every once in a while, I'll sell one for less. Now, why? Why would I do that? If I have an item that I know if I list this thing, I'm going to sell it within days, I may take it for less. And a good example of that is the Texas Instruments TI-84 Plus calculator. I will pay $20 for that item because I know when I list it, it's going to sell for at least 45, up to 65 or 70. Within a week, it's gone. So I don't have a problem with just doubling my money on something really quick. And I've done that. But sometimes I'm not just looking at, 10 times my money. And I've showed this in one of the recent videos. A good example is this vintage Carhartt coat that I picked up. And I showed the price tag still on it, right here, that I paid $5 for it. And I will put up here how much that one's worth. So sometimes it's 30 times my money. So knowing that $20 profit is obtainable, you know that this can be done. And now let's talk a little bit further on how to make it happen. Why I picked 3 sales a day is because that's a sweet spot for many retirees. That's a manageable pace that you can do without too much stress. It keeps you engaged. It keeps you going out and looking for products to list. It's easy to set up a system and a routine for just 3 a day. And one thing that I would warn ahead of time is make sure from the beginning that you learn to structure your inventory. And that's easily done, and we can talk about that. Just ask questions down in the comments, and I can discuss that with you. It's easy to organize, but let's talk about the realities of this. As many of you know, I had a retail store for decades. Let's say that I bought 10 items, 10 for my store, and I hung them on hooks in my store. And then I have yellow page ads and all my overhead and everything out there. I've got 10 items in my store. I'm waiting for somebody to walk in my door or call me asking if I have one of these 10 items. Well, I know to buy the right items, and I say, yes, I do have that, and I sell one. Then a few days later, somebody else does, and I buy another one to replace what's sold. It's the same thing with eBay. If you list 10 items and you're expecting to sell 3 a day, that's not going to happen. It's more like this. You'll list your 10 items and a week goes by and you do have good items and one sells. Well, you need to replace that one, and you also need to source more items. So you're out and you're looking and you're hustling. Now, my wife and I both do this. So we both go out, she's looking and I'm looking, and we come together and we list these items. So if I'm listing 3 items every day and my inventory is building because I'm not selling 3 items a day, and then once it hits a certain size, the inventory that I have, I start selling 1 every day. And I keep sourcing, I keep looking, and my inventory's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I'm selling 2 a day. Bigger inventory, bigger, and I'm sourcing like crazy, and I've got 300 listings up, and now I'm selling 3 every day. But understand, if I sell 15 items in a week, I have to replace those 15 items, and it's a good idea to build your inventory even larger. So I'm sourcing, looking for those 15 items plus another 5 so I can source 20 items that week. That means I need to list 20 items that week. Now, how difficult is that? At the beginning, you're going to be hustling. It's a side hustle, and you will be hustling if your goal is to hit 3 a day. That $1,200 a month. Let's say you don't want that. You don't need that. 2 a day. You can see how this works. So as I'm sourcing and my inventory gets a certain size and I'm selling 1 a day, and then I source twice that many, now I'm up to 2 a day. Now I know if I just want to maintain, that's all I need to do is go out and source 10 to 15 a week in a week's time. Is that difficult? No, it's not difficult. And you can find things. If you're on the hunt, you'll find things everywhere. And the hunt is what I find fascinating. I find things everywhere. And that's why I say, you need to keep your eyes open and learn how to be on that hunt so you know what items will sell. That's why I do the BOLO, be on lookout for videos, because once you have that in your back pocket, you already know the items that sell quickly. Like I mentioned to you, the TI-84 Plus by Texas Instruments. I know it is an automatic $45 to $65 sale. Automatic if I find one at a yard sale for $5, $10. And I have, and you will too if you're out there and you're looking for them. So how do you set up for consistent sales? What you want to do when you're buying That's where people make the mistake. You want to check all of the sell-through rates of the items you buy. Don't buy something that you think, I bought this for $5 and this thing's worth $500. Can you take the risk? Sure, if you like. But that's not the way to build consistent sales, because what you will find, you bought it for $5 and you see people have a couple of them listed for $500, and you go look and there's no solds. None. Zero. Or you will see 500 listings and 2 sold. When they show the solds, it's what has sold in the last 90 days. So if you do the math and you are adding to those listings, you're going to have it for years. That's not a good way to run a side hustle, a consistent income. So what you want to do, check those sell-through rates. If you're not sure what that means, ask questions. I have other videos about it and we can talk about that. The other thing that you want to do, once you've bought the right items and you know they're the right items and they're good selling items, is quality listing and quality photos. Learn. There's lots of videos on YouTube about how to shoot quality photos, and through my membership, I talk about those kind of things too to anybody that has the questions. The other thing that you want to do is the shipping needs to be right. I always recommend that you use eBay's calculated shipping. And again, we can talk more about that on other videos if you like to see those, but you need to let me know in the comments. And the other thing is competitive on pricing. So let's say that we check an item and we're looking at the sell-through rate and we see that there's 100 listings and there's 100 solds in the last 90 days. That's a good sell-through, 100% sell-through. You can count on it selling within the next 90 days, but may not if you put it at the highest price of those that sold. If you put it in the middle of what's sold, you've got a good shot at selling it in the 90 days. If you put it on the low end of what has sold, you're going to sell it much quicker. So you want to check those sell-through rates. Once you have those sell-through rates, price it correctly and it's going to sell. Now, on my own personal experience, when I started with eBay, a lot of people have asked me how that worked and what happened. I thought I would test eBay, and this was clear back in 1999. It's only a few years after they founded, and I thought, I'm going to give this a test. Well, again, I was in retail business, so I got salesman samples came in. People trying to sell you something for your store, trying to get you to try it. And you get a bunch of those kind of things. So I thought, I'm going to test this. What I did is I went to my box of salesman samples. I reached my hand down in and I pulled out this one, and it was some type of a lube or a bicycle chain lube or something. I don't remember exactly. Or wax. Maybe it was a wax. In fact, I think it was. So what I did is I thought, I'm just going to see how this sells. I had nothing in it. And all I did is I created my very first listing. And I just wrote down exactly what was on the bottle for my description. I just copied it word for word what was on their bottle. And I threw a price on it. And I took just a couple pictures. And I posted it. And it sold, I don't remember how quick. It was within days. And it sold for like $9. And I thought, wow, this works. I tested the system to see if it worked, and it did work. So since then, I've been selling, buying and selling, and you learn a lot. You learn how to pack, you learn how to ship, you learn how to price, all those things. But if I could advise you on one thing, make sure you check sell-through rates when you buy your items. Don't buy just to buy. And one of the fun things that I did a while back, and I will do it again here for the channel, is a 30-day challenge. So on a 30-day challenge, you set an amount. I set on the one that I did, $2. And I took $2 out of my wallet, and I wanted to see how much I could amplify that into in 30 days. So what happened for me, I got lucky on my first purchase. I went out and I found a camera lens for a Nikon camera at a thrift store. It was actually at a Goodwill. So I bought it and I paid $2. And I didn't have a Nikon camera to check it, but my neighbor did. So I took that lens, put it on his camera, and it worked fine. There was no problems. I listed it, first item, listed it and sold it within like 3 days, 4 days for $50. Now my $2 went to 50. Now I had $50 to go out and buy more things. Now you have to understand the timeline. I'm giving myself 30 days. My first sale took, I don't remember exactly, but like 5 days for the first one. I have the money. Now I have to go source for more things and list more things. So we're talking 7, 8, 9 days before I get that $50 listed. So I did it, and some of them sold right away, some didn't sell. So I used that money to buy more things. So long story short, at the end of 30 days, I had profited $350. I started with 2. So just think, what if you started with $5 or 10 or 20 and challenge yourself to do what I did on that challenge? It works and it's fun. You'll find yourself getting involved in the hunt for things, and just see how much you can take that $2, $4, $5, $10 and amplify it into in 30 days. It's a challenge, it's a game, and you'll have fun doing it. So I just want to encourage you to know that you can do this. I do this, and I know it works, and you can do it too. You should just try a few items this week. See what you have, even around the house. Get them listed, learn how to make the listing, get them listed, and start searching for those items to where you can get it up to 2, 3, 4, 5 items a day and have a bustling side hustle going on. But $1,000 a month in profit on eBay is definitely doable. You can do it too. So if you like this kind of information, guys, like and subscribe to my channel. And again, I'm Dave. This is Retired with Purpose, and I'll see you on my next video.